Hi boys and girls! Let's take a look at how our caterpillars are doing. We can do some more observations today and measure them to see if they've grown.
Let's see what we can observe in our caterpillar's habitat today. A habitat is where something is living. Right now, our caterpillar's habitat is inside of this cup. It has everything it needs to survive. The brown on the bottom of the cup is the caterpillar's food. They have been eating and eating and eating. If you look closely, you can see that it's not quite as smooth as it was the other day when we observed them. That's because they're taking big bites out of it. I think the one on the bottom is hungry. He looks like he's looking for something to eat. The other caterpillars have come down from the top of their habitat. What do you think they are doing? That's right, it looks like they are eating too. If you observe closely, these caterpillars have definitely gotten bigger. They are eating and eating and eating. Eating and growing is what caterpillars do best. Inside of the caterpillar's habitat, you might also observe some other things. Do you notice the little brown balls that are at the bottom of the cup? Some are stuck to the side too. This is called frass, or caterpillar waste. Yep, even caterpillars need to go to the bathroom too. You might also observe some little black balls that are on the bottom of the caterpillar's habitat. Do you remember when we talked about our bodies when we were back at school? Well, humans have skeletons inside of our bodies. But guess what? The caterpillars are just the opposite. Their tissue is on the inside of their bodies, and their skeleton is on the outside. That's why their skeleton is called an exoskeleton. When caterpillars grow, the exoskeleton gets tighter and tighter. Since the exoskeleton will not stretch, the caterpillars shed the exoskeleton in order to continue growing. This is called molting. A caterpillar will molt 5 times before becoming a chrysalis. And that's why we see those little black balls at the bottom of the cup. It's part of the caterpillar's exoskeleton. Let's take an even closer look with our magnifying glass. Can you see the little black ball that is part of the caterpillar's exoskeleton? How about the little balls of frass? Now let's measure our caterpillars and see how much they've grown. These caterpillars have grown to be about 1 inch long now. While most of our caterpillars have gotten bigger, we still have one caterpillar who is only about 1/2 inch long. Let's hope this little guy eats enough and keeps growing.
We've been talking about how long our caterpillars are in inches, but parents, this can sometimes be a confusing concept for young children. Instead of using a ruler that has standard units of measure, you can use some different tools. If you have a ruler at home that's made of wood, you can color each inch a different color. Coloring each inch a different color can help your preschooler measure things a little bit easier. You can talk about how an object is maybe as long as the yellow bar, or how it reaches all the way down to the purple. Another instrument that you can use, which you already have around your house, are paper clips. A small paper clip is roughly 1 inch long. So instead of talking about inches, you can measure things in paper clips. So you can challenge your preschooler to find out how long an object is in paper clip units. Maybe measure your dining room table, or see how tall your preschooler is in paper clips. This could be a fun and easy activity for your preschooler to understand the basics of measurements. That's all for today. Have fun measuring. Bye.